Let's talk about something that happens in every academic department, but we rarely plan for. What happens when the person steering the ship, your leader, suddenly leaves? It's a question we tend to put off. Today, we're diving into leadership succession, and how a little bit of design can save you from a whole lot of future chaos.
I mean, really, just picture it for a second. Your program director, your department chair, the one person who holds all that history, all that vision, gone, just like that. So what happens next? Well, for way too many programs, the honest answer is chaos. Just pure disruption and uncertainty.
And this is what that disruption actually looks like. It's not just an empty office, right? It's years of critical knowledge just walking right out the door. And when that program stability gets shaken, you can bet faculty morale takes a nosedive. All those big long-term goals you've been working on, yeah, they get pushed to the side. And in the worst-case scenario, this can even put your accreditation at risk. It's like a domino effect that can unravel years of progress.
But, and this is the important part, it absolutely does not have to be this way. The great news is there's a proven, really structured way to handle these changes, to turn all that potential chaos into planned, deliberate continuity.
And that method is called succession planning. But look, this is so much more than just sticking a job posting up and finding the next person to fill a chair. It's a real strategy. It's a deliberate, systematic effort to keep things moving smoothly, to hold on to that priceless knowledge, and maybe most importantly, to actually develop the talented people you've already got on your team.
So, how do you actually build a plan like this? Well, the key is a really powerful tool called a program logic model. Honestly, the best way to think about it is as a blueprint. It's a detailed roadmap showing you exactly how to build a strong leadership pipeline right from the ground up.
And like any good blueprint, this one has a few core components. 5 to be exact. You start with your resources, which is basically just what you've got to work with. Then you map out the activities, the specific things you're going to do. Those activities create outputs, the immediate, tangible stuff you can point to. Over time, those outputs lead to outcomes, the actual changes you want to see. And it all builds up to the final impacts, the ultimate, lasting difference you're trying to make.
Okay, so here's where that blueprint really comes to life. You can see how everything logically flows from one step to the next. You start with a simple resource, like, say, your faculty is willing to participate. Great. That resource fuels an activity, like a leadership mentoring program. That program then produces a tangible output, a written succession plan. And the outcome of that? Well, now you've got more trust, and you have internal candidates who are actually ready to step up. And that leads to the ultimate impact we're all after: seamless transitions and real, long-term program stability. See how it works?
The real magic of this whole thing is its simple if-then logic. You just read the blueprint from left to right. It goes like this. If we use our faculty's willingness, then we can start a mentoring program. If we have that mentoring program, then we will get a written succession plan. It's just a simple, powerful chain of reasoning that connects everything you do directly to the goals you want to hit. Now, of course, this isn't some magic wand. We've got to be realistic. There are going to be hurdles. Leaders are swamped, right? Getting faculty buy-in isn't always a slam dunk. And let's face it, changing a culture is hard. But the model actually prepares you for this, with real-world solutions. Leaders' time is the issue? Protect that time. Phase the activities. Not sure if faculty are on board? Crystal clear communication and transparency are key. Worried you'll lose momentum? Bake these activities right into your annual review process so they become part of the routine.
And speaking of being realistic, this isn't a quick fix. You've got to see this as a long-term strategy. Building a truly stable, accountable culture, well, that takes time. Research shows it can take a good 7 to 10 years to really see the full lasting impact. So yeah, this is definitely a marathon, not a sprint.
So if it's such a marathon, why bother? Because the payoff is huge. We're talking about so much more than just dodging a crisis. This is about building a real legacy. You're creating a sustainable pipeline of future leaders from within your own ranks, which strengthens your culture and boosts morale. It makes your program more stable, more credible, and ultimately more competitive. You're building a culture of conscious accountability. Now that is a payoff. So, we'll leave you with this one final question to think about. Is your program's future just being left to chance, to luck? Or is it something you're actively, intentionally building by design? Because the choice really is yours. And as we've just seen, the blueprint is right there waiting for you.